Hi Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your May general reading. As always, you only take what resonates specifically for you and you leave what isn't yours for someone else, okay? Right, so we are going to be pulling you a spirit animal guidance message for the month. Obviously, your Scorpio Sundays ones, they are slightly different because they're spirit animal guidance messages for the week. This one is for the month, okay? Right, so you've got the Jaguar and growth. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. This one says maturity is the ability to embrace change, and change cannot happen without death, a metaphorical death. It's literally one of your cards here, Scorpio. Things cannot change without something else having to be metaphorically removed first, okay? It's all about making room for the new growth, much like the trees in autumn time, you know, when they start to shed their old leaves, they're making room for new growth for the next spring, okay? Same energy. This death does not necessarily mean physical death, but it could be the ending of a relationship or a situation, or simply your decision to not continue with the same old habits. Yeah. So throughout the month of May, you could be looking at your relationships with other people in general much differently from how you normally look at them. Now, with you being Scorpio, you are incredibly loyal to those that you're involved with. And when I say involved with, I don't just mean romantically, although that is included, okay? All of your relationships, you tend to be incredibly loyal to those that you love. And the problem happens when you're not receiving in return the same love and loyalty from the other people. You still remain loyal to them even though they hurt you constantly, you know. So individuals like that, you're going to be looking at them really, really differently throughout the month of May, and you'll be going, do you know what, actually this relationship or this connection, it's not healthy for me. Why am I loyal to this person? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? You know, you're going to be asking yourself a lot of those types of questions this month. And I feel that you are going to be cutting ties with certain people who you have recognized that they're just taking advantage of you, okay? They're not giving you kindness, respect, anything like that, okay? It's like any situation or relationship that is one-sided, you're going to be saying goodbye to those, okay? And again, it says like this could be in reference to old habits. So any old habits that you have that are not conducive to your future, to your plans, to where it is that you're wanting to be, you're releasing quite a lot throughout this month. Okay, so it's going to be a very liberating month for you, this one, Scorpio, which means it could also be a very triggering month for you as well. But again, that's not necessarily going to be a bad thing, is it? Because it's like I've already said to Cancers and Capricorns, you could have those placements in your own chart. If you do, I strongly suggest you go check out those videos as well, because there will be messages in there for you. But it's like I said to those two signs, look, if you're not getting triggered by something, if your awareness isn't being brought to something, then how the hell are you going to change it if you're not aware of it? Okay, so, you know, you can look at it from that particular lens. And again, it won't feel like such a hardship when you look at it from that particular lens, right? Okay, what's going on for our Scorpio collective, please, for the month of May 2024? Scorpio collective. Scorpio collective. Okay. It's heavy energy. There's heavy energy coming through. That tells me that someone, and again, when I say the word someone, that could be in reference to you, it could be in reference to someone else that you're dealing with, okay? Someone is coming from a place of grief. Now, I don't know what that's about yet. If we find out more about that, I will pass it on, okay? But someone's coming from a place of grief for certain, and their decision making is someone's making decisions because they're upset about something, and that's probably going to be unwise on their part, okay? Because when you make decisions when you're feeling upset, you're not going to be thinking clearly of any potential long-term consequences, okay? So whoever that is, whether it's you or someone else that you're dealing with, I don't know, but whoever that is, they need to take a temporary withdrawal so that they can make peace with their feelings and make sure that they're not making decisions from a place of being upset. Bit of a channeled message there. Now you've got the flame, fire element. So that could be, in terms of astrology signs, it could be Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? Could be, but again, it doesn't have to be, because it's more to do with the actual element of fire. Now, fire can destroy, it can also create, and it can do these things in equal measure, okay? If you don't believe me, ask any metal worker. Okay, they need fire in order to create new things. It's a beautiful element. It's a beautiful element to work with, and it should never be underestimated. In fact, none of the elements should be underestimated ever, because that's when things are gonna go wrong. This one says passion, purification, and spontaneity. So yes, you can purify things with fire. You can sterilize things with fire. Back in the olden days, obviously fire and alcohol with the means to sterilize certain medical equipment, for example. Okay, so again, if anyone's like, how can you purify anything with fire? That's how. Okay. But yeah, it can be purifying and cleansing, sterilizing. I'm feeling this one as passion, because it's come out with the doorway, right? Now, obviously your doorway is opportunities. It's curiosity. You need to be curious in order to try something new. You've got to be curious to find out what is waiting for you on the other side of that door. The door is open. Spirit's telling you here, Scorpio, the door is open. Okay, take that curiosity that you feel towards trying something new and use that as your fuel to take you in a new direction. Okay, I'm getting hopeful. There's a message of, look, Scorpio, it's time for you to be hopeful. It's okay for you to invest yourself in this something new. Now, again, this is a general read, okay? I don't know what that something new is specifically for you and for your situation. It's going to be different for everybody. So it's any area in your life where you have felt like you've been stuck more recently, then that's the area where Spirit's saying, okay, Scorpio, see that thing that you've been working on for ages and you felt stuck on that for ages and you felt it's not moved, it's not growing. Come with us, come this way for a little bit, and you will discover that that last thing that you were doing that you were previously stuck on, look what's happened. That started to grow. It started to bloom. It started to blossom. Okay? It's much like planting seeds. I do apologize. I've been using garden analogy quite a lot, okay, because I have been feeling this urge, this pull to start growing our own food, okay, and we're trying to make it work with as little space and as little finances as possible. But it's like, you know, when you plant a seed, the worst thing you could do, and I think we've all done it at some point, or at least I know I have, just out of total curiosity, is a couple of days after that seed was planted, go back to the pot and sort of gently nudge some soil out of the way just to see if that seed is growing, right? It's just like, curiosity. I wonder if those seeds are taken yet, right? Now, if you do that once, maybe twice, you might get away with it, okay? You might get away with it without damaging your seed. But if you do it every single day... I have not done this every single day, right? I've done it like once in a month. But if you do it every single day, you're going to damage that seed, and then it's going to die, and then it's not going to grow. So it's the same kind of energy. It's like, look, you're trying to make something work, and it's like the longer that you keep checking in on that, or the longer, do you know what I mean? It's like the more damage potentially you could be doing to that thing, instead of just planting it, watering it, and leaving it to its own devices for a wee bit, okay, while you work on something else. Yeah, you'll end up accidentally damaging this metaphorical seed, okay, if you keep going back and checking on it. The pocket watch in reverse. Yeah, this is nostalgia or fear of moving on. It can indicate someone being passive when in fact they should be, that they should not be being passive. I don't feel that that's you, Scorpio. I don't feel that that's you. I'm getting this energy as how someone is desperately trying to hold on to the old ways. The old, again, I say someone, that could be coming from either side of the table, okay? It could be coming from you, could be someone that you are dealing with, or someone that you used to deal with. We just don't know yet, because we've not got enough information yet, okay? We got to figure out what this is that we're dealing with first. What's going on for Scorpio, please? Someone's trying to go back in time, basically, okay? Someone's trying to go back in time. Someone's trying to revisit an old situation. The Toad, self-worth, hidden beauty, and self-respect. Okay, so Spirit is saying keep your self-respect, okay? Remember your self-worth, remember your value. And here's the thing, Scorpio, if someone else can't see your worth and your value, it doesn't mean that you don't have any. It means that it's their loss. Okay? Just because someone else cannot see it within you doesn't mean that you don't have it. It means that they're blind to it. Now, this could well be a situation where you used to deal with someone who took you for granted. And you grew from them. You had to separate yourself from them. You had to move on from them. And now they could be trying to go back to the past. Okay, they could be like, oh shit, now I see Scorpio's worth. Now I see Scorpio's value. But guess what? Where the fuck is Scorpio? You know, by the time they realize, it's too late. And isn't that an age-old cliche? I do feel that you have metaphorically sterilized yourself from someone. You've sterilized your energy from someone. Okay, right, so I will show you this deck. It is in its entirety, okay? I just cannot shuffle. Some people can shuffle the entire deck in one go, but I struggle with that. Okay, it's just to show you, look, I'm not fudging the reads. I'm not forcing the read to come out in any way. Okay, it's still a full deck. Right, so let's see what your messages are. Astral House. We've not had one of these that have come out for anyone else yet. Marriage. Marriage in the upright position. Interesting. You could be receiving a proposal, you could be giving a proposal. This is someone making a promise to you, or you making a promise to another person with the full intent of keeping it. This is contracts and obligations, but not the kind of things that you're obligated to because you have to do it, but this is the kind of obligations that you're wanting to be obliged to do. Okay, so it's like genuinely being in love with another person, genuinely wanting to marry another person, you know, but not doing it because you feel that you have to, okay? And again, with the passion, yeah, we're going to get more information on this for you, but it looks like there is an incredibly strong connection here for you, Scorpio, that either you're currently engaged with this situation, or you soon will meet a significant individual that you're very likely going to be married to, and it's the kind of relationship that you don't feel like obligated in the negative sense of being with them, but you feel more obligated through, do you know what, I fucking love this person and I want to spend the rest of my life with them. Okay, it's a different kind of obligation. Let's move on. We are going to clarify all this with the tarot in a minute. Okay, now you've got the grapes that have come out in reverse. It says time to go out and have fun. That's over. That's over. If you're a single Scorpio who is currently enjoying their singlehood freedoms, that door is being closed. And again, like that, I mean, that's not a negative. That's not a negative at all. We all eventually have to grow up and, you know, settle down and be adults. Although don't be too much of an adult, okay, because that is a trap. But this is more to do with like your ability to just go out on a whim, to come back in again at all times of night. You know, is kind of done. It's done. Again, we will get deeper into this energy, okay. We're still looking at surface level stuff. The shield in reverse, you need to defend yourself from someone who's feeling nostalgic. Okay, beware, Scorpio, beware. I do believe on Sunday your read was beware of the one with the silver tongue, which was someone from the past who used to have some kind of hold over you, was wanting to come back, and they were going to try and soothe you to come round to their way of thinking. Okay, it felt very icky and very nefarious. I feel that this is the same energy coming through. Okay, because the shield in reverse can indicate a weakening. Somebody trying to weaken your feelings. That they were trying to weaken your boundaries. They were trying to make you feel weak in their influence. So that could be manipulation. All right, so someone trying to weaken your resolve against them type thing. Again, we're going to clarify this in a minute, okay? And then your toad is clarified with the star, guaranteed success. Yeah. Keep your self-respect, okay? Keep your standards high. Do not drop your standards for anybody, and you're going to be guaranteed success. Right, can you clarify this energy now, please, for our Scorpio collective? What is going on with marriage and the flame? For Scorpio, marriage and the flame. Ten of Swords. Someone feels like you betrayed them in favour of another. Yes, it is in favour of another. Ten of Swords to the Ace of Wands. Someone feels betrayed. Yes. Definitely. Now, you could be married to someone, you could be engaged to someone, you could be kickstarting a brand new serious relationship with someone, and you've got a third energy someplace else who is feeling betrayed by the fact that you're in a new situation here with another person. Okay, so that I mean, that could be an ex. It could be someone who just wanted to be with you and they never had the opportunity to because perhaps you weren't interested in them. Okay, love rival energy at the end of it all. There's no two ways about it. There is love rival energies here. Okay, someone's sitting there going, Scorpio, you betrayed me because you picked such and such over me. You betrayed me. Okay. Can you clarify the door? Thank you. Hangman in reverse. Okay, so you've got Pisces energy, you've got Gemini, and you've got a lot of fire. Aries, Leo, Sag, but again, this could be about any sign, okay? It's just additional information for those who are interested in what zodiacs are showing out, okay? Hangman in reverse is victimhood, victim mentality. It's someone sitting there not processing their grief in a healthy way, but they're sitting there wallowing in self-pity. Okay, Scorpio did this, that, and the next to me. Yada, yada, yada. They're not having fun. They're not having a good time. I feel this person is very resentful towards you, Scorpio, for moving on ahead with your own life and for really crafting a beautiful, beautiful lifestyle for yourself, a very successful lifestyle for yourself. You got someone here sitting there like a victim. Scorpio took everything from me, left me with nothing, and now they just skip off into the sunset with someone new. Meanwhile, I'm left here picking up pieces of myself, you know. And the twisted, fucked up thing is, actually, Scorpio, the tables were reversed from what they're saying it was. Tables are reversed from what they're saying was. This person was the one that actually tore you apart and left you with nothing, and you had to rebuild from the damage that they did. However, the story that they're spreading and what they're telling people and how they're feeling was that you did that to them, which I find absolutely incredible, that there's people out there like that that are so unself-aware to that extreme. This is definitely the energy of someone who is not self-aware at all. And they're sitting there as Scorpio's fault, this, that, and the next. It's crazy. They're getting incredibly frustrated here with the Hangman in reverse. Incredibly frustrated. Can you clarify the shield? Thank you. I think they're reversed. Yeah, they are. The Knight of Wands reversed and the Four of Coins reversed. Knight of Wands reversed literally says cruel, bigoted, hurried, careless, discord, and evil-minded. There is a mean-spirited individual in your energy, Scorpio. And the more successful you become, the more mean-spirited they feel towards you. Four of Coins in reverse. Greed, materialism, lack of originality, possessiveness, and obstacles. Yeah, this is someone who is possessive over you. And with the pocket watch in reverse, that's the shadow aspects of nostalgia. Okay? That's this person, the image of you that they have in their head was when you were weak and vulnerable to them and to their influence. That's the image that they have of you in their head. So, for example, say if you're one of the unfortunate Scorpios who had a horrific upbringing with abusive parents, say this is one of your abusive parents, the image that they have of you in their head is not of the adult version of you. No, 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 no. In their head, you will never be an adult. In their head, you will forever be that scared, malleable 5 or 6 year old. Okay? That's the image of who you will always, always, always be to this person. They'll never see you as an adult, as a grown-up, as an individual, right? If this is someone else that you used to have a romantic relationship with, the image of in their head of who you are is the person who did everything to please them, how you really put everything that you had towards making them happy. They remember you not having boundaries with the shield in reverse. Do you know what I mean? So it's basically, they're like that. I thought Scorpio couldn't live without me. And now I'm looking at Scorpio, and Scorpio's doing this, that, and the next. All without me. Well, how is that possible? Okay, that they're completely gobsmacked, dumbfounded, confused. It kind of goes without saying as well, Scorpio, that you cannot trust this particular energy. And to be perfectly honest with you, you probably should never have trusted them in the first place. Now you've got Sagittarius and Capricorn energy that's coming through as well. Okay, you've also got Aquarius energy with the star. I need to find out more. Tell us more for Scorpio. Tell us about that Knight of Wands. Thank you. Again with the reversals. Four of Swords reversed. Libra energy. This is someone who is stuck. They're completely stuck. And I feel that they are stuck on you. That can indicate an illness. And more specifically, a mental illness or a mental instability. Now, it's also possible that this person... Ice cream van. Ice cream van on a cloudy ass day, and it's literally about to rain. And there's an ice cream van. I suppose every time's a good time for ice cream. Yeah, as I was saying, mental ill health, mental instability. This individual has probably even had it out there that you're the one that's mentally unstable as well, with that kind of energy. And they said those things about you because they're fiercely jealous of you. Okay? They're very mean-spirited. This has got someone's wanting to hurt you written all over it. Someone wants to see you suffer written all over it. And the fact that you're not suffering, the fact that you're creating beautiful things with your life is causing this person over here a lot of pain. Can you clarify the star? What's this guaranteed success for Scorpio? See how these cards are still coming out in reverse. Ace of Swords in the reverse position. So this is lies that were spread about you. You're guaranteed success when it comes down to the bullshit that was spoken about you, Scorpio. Okay? Because your actions right now are in the stark contrast to the accusations of that person, to the lies of that person. People can make up their own minds going by what they see, going by the evidence, okay? This one says tyranny, disaster, self-destruction, chaos, weakness, and lack of clarity. And then the Seven of Coins, also in the reverse position, Taurus energy. Waste, disorganization, chaos, giving up, impatience, no reward, and imprudence. They, whoever they are for you specifically, Scorpio, they're keeping themselves stuck in their own shit. Like for real, they're keeping themselves stuck. Their own hatred is causing them so much devastation in their own life. Yeah, look. The Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's crazy to me. Guard against deceit and concealment, dishonesty, betrayal, strategy, trickery, low self-esteem. They come from a place of low self-esteem. You're making this person feel bad. For why? Because you're doing great. You're incredibly successful. And that somehow is making another person feel bad. Scorpio, you need to ask yourself the million-dollar question. Why are they feeling bad? Because you're doing good. That's the million-dollar question. Why the hell would your success be bothering the arse of someone else? Because they've got low self-esteem. Because they're incapable of creating a beautiful lifestyle for themselves. They're the type of person that feels that they'll never be successful unless they steal it off another person. And that's what they've been trying to do all along. This is a them problem. This is not a you problem, Scorpio. This is not a you problem. And I cannot drive that message home any harder. This is not a you problem. This is on them. They're destroying their own life because they have zero self-esteem, zero self-respect, and they seem to think that they can take off of you. Now, they tried that before in the past right here, didn't they? Because they were lazy, they were greedy. They tried it right there. That's exactly how they lost you in the first place. And guess what? They've still not learnt their lesson. They still have not learnt. This is someone going, that thing that I did to Scorpio, that should have destroyed Scorpio, but it didn't. Why? Okay, I'm going to have to go back in for round 2 or round 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever it is. That's how they're thinking. I'm going to destroy your spirit, Scorpio. Well, no, they're not. Don't worry about it, Scorpio, because no, they're not. They're not going to get close to you. They're not going to get anywhere near you. You can be guaranteed of that. Okay, Scorpio, you can be guaranteed of that. Their lies that they have spread about you, specifically about your mental health, how fucking dare they, for one? That is disgusting. I bet your ass they're not a mental health professional. And they should not be going around saying shit like that about other people when they are not qualified to do so. How fucking dare they, for one? And number 2, that's a confession. That's a confession. That's how to look at that, Scorpio. They've lied about you to other people, about your mental health, your mental faculties. That's a confession from them. They're basically telling everyone that they are the ones with the mental instability problems. Not that they should be using that as a weapon against anyone anyway. Because if someone does have something like that, that's a private business. But it certainly should never be used as ammunition against another person. How fucking dare they? Because there are plenty of people out there who have got mental health struggles and who wouldn't dream of doing anything like this to another person. Do you see what I'm saying? This is a them problem, Scorp. Man, I can't get over the gall of that. That's, oof. What else for our Scorpio collective, please? What else for our Scorpio collective, please? Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Yes. What was that about your worth and your value, Scorpio? You had worth and value all along. It might have taken you a while to find it, but it was there all along. And the reason why it took you a while to find it was because your energy had people like this around you, making you feel like you were worthless. That's why it took you so fucking long to discover your own worth, value, and self-esteem. You had it all along. Rejuvenate and reign. Clear the past and heal the present. I cannot make it up. Very self-explanatory. That is someone from your past. Why it's coming out in your energy, I've no idea. Why that's significant for the month of May. It's significant somehow. Okay, could be they're coming back in to try again. Could be someone else is going to bring up their name to you in a conversation. Could be the fact that you're still dealing with this person. Again, take it as it resonates, okay? It's going to be the main theme for your month of May, though. rejuvenating rain, cleansing, washing all of this off of you. Okay, clear the past means that you can heal the present moment. Healing message, please, for Scorpio. Boundaries. Okay. So, intuitively, with this one, Scorpio, out of bounds moon and boundaries, my gut reaction to that one was make yourself out of bounds for that individual. And for people like that in general, make yourself unreachable to them. You're out of bounds to them. Okay? Keep those boundaries strong. Right, it is time to take a full and honest inventory of your behavior in the recent past. Have you been going too far? Have you been acting out? Have you been allowing your emotions to get the better of you? If you know that you've been misbehaving emotionally, then it's time to rein things in. Draw up some boundaries. As much as you might want to get your own way in the current situation, you also need to take other people into consideration. If someone has been overstepping the boundaries with you, it is time for you to let them know gently but firmly. There is magic in the air when this card appears, but you mustn't let your emotions to overwhelm you. You could be about to receive what feels like a miracle, but you need to behave in a way that is supportive of everyone else involved. Spending time alone in meditation now will really help you to understand what your next best move is. When emotions spiral, you can often chase away the very thing that you're wanting to attract. Additional meanings for this card: you're a unique and magical being. Emotions are running too high. Avoid overreacting. Draw a line under the past and use your intuition more. In astrology, a planet is said to be out of bounds when the declination of the moon is greater than 23 degrees and 27 minutes north or south. People born with an out-of-bounds moon are often more luminous and brilliant than anyone else in their sphere. Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, so as always, with these funny decks at the end of the reading, if you're allergic to swearing or sarcasm, then you don't have to listen, okay? What's going on for Scorp? What's going on for Scorpio, please? Thank you. You can't save your face and your ass at the same time. Yeah, you can't save your face and your ass at the same time. I love that because that's a message about accountability. It's like being okay with your own darkness, your own mistakes, you know, admitting mistakes and being all right with it. You know, it is a very humble and accountable type mindset, isn't it? Is there a secret that you're keeping? And here's the thing, Scorpio. Scorpios are known for being incredibly secretive. But again, that's misrepresented, and I'll tell you for why. Scorpios will not tell you what their plans are. Therefore, you cannot predict what a Scorpio's next move will be, because Scorpio does not advertise what their next move is going to be. Therefore, it's very, very difficult to sabotage a Scorpio. And Scorpios get accused of being secretive for that reason, because people just don't know what they're going to do next, right? Scorpios tend to keep a lot of secrets that is to do with other people. Scorpios tend to keep other people's secrets to the grave, right? So, Scorpio, I do feel that whoever this malicious person is in your energy, they're shitting themselves because you have got a secret about them, and they're shitting themselves in case you reveal to everybody what that particular secret is. They are trying to jump the gun. They're trying to discredit you before you speak up out about this secret that you have on them. They're trying to discredit you to everyone else so that other people won't listen to what it is that you've got to say about them and who they truly are as a person. Okay? Is ego keeping you from being honest about who you really are? Go ahead and admit where you fucked up. Seriously, we're all fuck-ups in some way. Welcome to being human, so you do you, baby. Okay? So I hope that that's clarified a lot of things for you guys. As always, if you feel that you need a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out all of your other signs and the daily readings as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.